Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear Darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely little island of Fawnhollow today, as we're in version 1.10. Were we always on version 1.10? I don't know. I thought we were on version... Oh, I mean, obviously we weren't always on version 1.10, but I mean, like yesterday, were we on version 1.10? I thought we were on version 1.9.b, which is... You might ask me, like, why would you put letters in the numbers, you know, just like same way maths did when they introduced algebra. When they thought it up, they were just like, you know, just toss some more... We need more symbols in there. You know, everyone knows the letters, why not throw them in as well as the numbers? Hello there everyone, right now in Fawnhallow it's 4:44 PM on Friday, May 7th, 2021, make a wish. I don't know if that really applies to 4:44, isn't that's like only 11:11 thing, isn't it? If you don't know what it is, well, I don't even know if that's a thing or not. I feel like it's just something I've heard, which I guess might make it a thing, depending on how many other people have heard it as well. Is that like if you look at the clock and it's 11:11 exactly, you can make a wish and all, you know, come true, or well, in the aspect of making wishes actually coming true, which is not at all. Yo dear, check it out, the other day I ran a triathlon and won a gold medal, but when I stepped up to the award podium, I tripped, and when I woke up, turns out I was only dreaming. Flip sending us 2 letters in a row, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly like they have a magical power to actually grant your wishes or anything like that. Oh, we already had red this week, didn't we? Oh, a lost item. But yeah, apparently if you like look at the clock, if you look at the clock and it's 11:11, you're meant to be able to have the opportunity. When did you get a cheerleading outfit, Audie? Honestly, it looks pretty good on you. You're meant to be able to look at the clock and then make a wish and be like, oh yeah, I wish for, I don't know, Statue of Liberty apparently. And then from that you can no, I lost my train of thought. You can oh, hello Sahara. Have that wish come true. Now whether it applies to every single repeated number time, then, or not, I don't exactly know, but I can't imagine it would. Can you imagine that? You'd get like you get a free wish every single hour, almost. Oh yeah, yes, every single hour, in fact. So I mean, it was only like 24 hours, I suppose, in a day. But the whole point of it is you're meant to do it exactly, not naturally. You can't like force it to happen. If you're like waiting for 11:11, you look up the clock and you look and you're like, don't count. You have to you have to wait until exactly. You need to, sorry, I'm trying to think how to phrase it. You need to wait for it to happen organically, naturally, for your, I don't know, natural wish magic to come true, or not. I know, there's a lot of things we make wishes on, you know, shooting stars, birthday candles, other thing, wishbones. Is that even a thing? Like, wishbone is the sort of thing which it's again something I've only heard in like media properties or something, but it's never something I've really partaken in real life. And even seen anyone partake in. It's not like I see people like carrying around wishbones or anything similar. Even if you're having a roast turkey or roast chicken or whatever. Not very often that people pull out the wishbone. Normally that, like, in the middle of dinner is normally something that they do, I suppose, when you're preparing the meats in the first place, right? So with that, it's not like as organically happening as it does in many media properties or Thanksgiving meals where like, it's just 2 random kids or whatever got a wishbone and they break it and it's like, oh, my wish is going to come true. Like, when do you even make a wish exactly when breaking the wishbone? Presumably, using the logic of the wishes, is on the snap of a wishbone is exactly when like the wish-making magic will happen or come true. So does that mean you've got to like prepare your wish in advance in case you're one of the 50% that gets the larger wishbone piece, which means that your wish will come true? But it feels weird prepping it in advance, and what happens if you don't get the larger piece? You sort of like waste your wish into the ether. And plus, what if you're someone who's, you know, like in tactics, not in tactics, what, like there's ways you can, I'm sure you can break a wishbone such that you always get the bigger piece, like how you can put on a Christmas cracker, and if you put it on a certain way, if you like don't grab it just by the hand, if you put like a slight grip onto the middle part, you always get the big part in the middle, because for some reason they always depict Christmas crackers as snapping in the middle. They never do. They never snap in the middle. They always snap at the handles, because obviously that's the weakest point of their system. You know, things tend to break along the weakest points first rather than the strongest points. That's just kind of how it works. But yeah. Yeah, so what if you sort of cheat the system and you're the one who can sort of always get the biggest piece of a wishbone every single time? Does like Destiny or Fate know that? Does it know you're like trying to squeeze out more free wishes than you rightly deserve? And thus, with that, doesn't give you quite, or it doesn't make your wish come true for that reason? You know, under the assumption, of course, that all these wish making things actually work in the first place. I've said before, I'm not superstitious. Well, the logical part of me is not superstitious, but I can't say that it always wins out every single time. So obviously some of these things don't really have much of a basis, rather than just a bit of fun, you know, bit of a childhood classic activity, British snapping that wishbone or whatever. Is there only one wishbone in a turkey or a chicken? What happens if you have like multiple children? I suppose it's going to be a bit difficult. Oh, you can have like a tournament of a wishbone things to see who gets the ultimate wish. Depending on, as long as you got 2 to the n number of people and n wishbones, or I suppose you could adjust it by having like extra brackets, but that gives others an unfair advantage. We don't need any other these things, so we'll just close out there. Perhaps it's more like when you break the wish, it's not like that's the moment the wish you're thinking comes true. It's more like you're granted a magical power within you, such that the next wish you make now comes true. Now here's the question: when you make wishes like that, what if your subconscious mind makes a wish? Because I don't know if I'm the only one, but I have a rather busy mind, I suppose. Often with subconscious thoughts being like, what if, blah 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 blah. Along that sort of thing. What if my subconscious brain just like made a wish? How wild would that be? You'd be like, oh man, I could wish for anything. I could wish for world peace. I could wish for like cure some of the most horrible disease in the world. And my subconscious brain is like, I really wish I could eat like a hamburger right now. Then suddenly it's like a McDonald's hamburger appears in front of me. I don't think I'd ever get over that. I'd be like, I wasted it. I had the opportunity to truly make the world a better place, and I got a McDonald's hamburger because I wasn't specific enough. I don't know why this wishing magic's now got like genie logic, where it tries to like screw you over if you don't word your wish exactly like a lawyer would in some trial or debate. But that's just apparently how it goes. You can't assume the universe is on your side. You've got to assume the universe is, well, not malicious towards you, but more apathetic, if anything, I suppose. That's probably a better way to think about it. From Anka. Hello, Bamboo Lunchbox, which we already have. I did not pay attention to any of the Nookmar missions. Oh, we need to do some deep sea diving. Let us do that then, right now. Because, why not? We're at the sea. What better time to do it than when you're there? Yeah, but maybe it's like when you snap the wishbone. That's when you get like you've been imbued with a magical wishing power of making one wish come true. You gotta be real careful about it, and that's something you gotta think out in advance of it. You make one wrong wish, and if it's operating on a genie logic, you're gonna truly miss out on a golden opportunity. But to be fair, maybe you should come at it from the angle of most people don't even get those wishing opportunities in the first place, so you're sort of just like living your life as normal, just as it goes. Nothing special, nothing lost, nothing gained. Well, I suppose depending on how you judge opportunity lost as a opportunity gained. Wait, no. An opportunity lost as a actual loss or something, which, I don't know, yeah, I guess you're kind of justified with doing that. Chambered Nautilus. Is it on the naughty list? Like, what else do you wish on? You wish upon stars, which is also interesting to think about, because that's a very sort of common, probably the most common thing that people wish upon, right? Wishing upon stars? I'm trying to think, what would be more common, birthday wishes or like a wish upon a star? The thing is, I don't see many shooting stars, like, in the first place. I don't know, maybe I'm just not looking up at the night sky enough. I just don't know where to look. I don't know the times. I'm not keeping up with the latest astronomy magazines, or my subscriptions run out, so they never tell me when there's a meteor shower coming or something like that. Raymond looks very comfy there, and with that, maybe I'm missing out on many golden opportunities to get wishes. You can sort of like accrue them, I guess. Especially during a meteor storm, you can have so many wishes. Imagine that, you just like wish on every single star. Or I suppose if it's an Animal Crossing logic, you only get star fragments ending up on your beach. I don't really live very close to a beach, so that's going to be quite difficult to access, but I'm sure someone will have fun with them. I mean, I suppose that's the point of wishes, is they're meant to be on like uncommon experiences or uncommon events, such that, I don't know, I wonder how people came about. It's probably some superstitious cognitive bias thing where someone was like, oh, I wish something would happen. They saw a shooting star and it actually happened because just through pure like luck or whatever, or just coincidence, and then bada bing bada boom, word of mouth gets passed down, and before you know it, shooting stars are now magical things, magical beings. can grant your wishes. I mean, I like to think, especially like a shooting star, especially, they're not going to operate under genie logic, you know? Shooting stars have that very sort of nice energy about them, you know? It's not like genies who are tricksters. Shooting stars are meant to be like pleasant. They probably understand the intention of your wish. They'll probably grant based on intention, you know? Rules as intended, not rules as written. That's what I tend to abide by. What else? Customize, sell things, talk, wardrobe. Okay. We can do this. Let's take off a bodysuit first, so we... Not really for any good reason, except for it's a bit strange to wear a wetsuit the entire time. Yeah, not bodysuit, that's slightly different. We've already got our beach recipe, yes, so let's just... I guess we'll do our missions. Record time, 10 minutes, daily's done. Time? Talk to people. Talk to me, oh. A detective hat, interesting. Like, birthday wish is always an interesting one. Is it just birthday wishes, or is it every single type of wish where you're not meant to tell people the wish you make, you know? I know that's obviously a very common thing with birthday wishes, is like, just, you know, make a wish and blow out the candles all in one big breath, otherwise I guess your wish doesn't come true. Tough luck if that happens to you, I suppose. And then from that you can, as long as you don't tell anyone, your wish is meant to come true. I would say. Have my wishes come true for my birthday wishes in my past? Maybe? I don't really remember a lot of them, to be honest. I suppose that's the point where my logical side of my brain is just like, yeah, you know, these things aren't even real anyway, so who cares? Now you think about it, that means making your wish come true gets harder and harder every single year. If you had to wish such that all the candles get blown out in one fell swoop. Because the older you get, the more candles are on your cake. Like, imagine when you're 80, you know, and your breath gets weaker as well when you hit like elderly age. So the difficulty keeps getting harder and harder, but you know, you don't get more benefits in the end. Well, actually, I guess that kind of depends, because especially when you get into older years, like probably, I don't know what the cut-off point is for most people, but I can say late teens, early 20s, if you still have cakes at that point, instead of having like an individual candle for every single thing, you might just have like one candle in the middle, or you might get those number candles or whatever, spelling things out, which far more convenient, because you know, you don't have to light like if you're celebrating someone's like 40th birthday, you don't have to light like 40 candles, which is just absurd. Well, not absurd, but just it takes time. And by the time you finish like lighting your last one, like a load of wax probably dripped down onto the cake, which you know you gotta pick off because you don't want people to eat wax, or like if it's really quick, maybe the candle's already burned out. I suppose if you've got sparklers, that's just a hot mess. I mean, I suppose what you're meant to do is at that point you get like one of those, like you get like a flamethrower or something, just go and just light it all on fire, including the cake. Just have a baked Alaska at that point. I know baked Alaska is not actually on fire. It's got ice cream in the middle, that's it. But it's just because I had this memory from when I was much younger. I was watching an advert about it. It's one of those, like, you know, infomercial adverts or whatever, where it was like, oh, buy this, I don't know, cake decorating kit, cake cookbook recipe thing, and one of them was baked Alaska, and they showed it as like a cake on fire, which they then cut in half and then revealed an ice cream melting in the middle or whatever, and it's like, what? So in my mind, that's what baked Alaska's like to me. I don't think many desserts are on fire, just like, I don't know, something with brandy in, I guess, you sometimes light about on fire. Not many other puddings or desserts that get set on fire, nor everything you make wishes in. I don't know, why are we so obsessed with luck and good fortune in the first place? I suppose it's just nice to think about, you know, that sort of thing, like destiny, good fortune. Like, I suppose to get a bit philosophical, it sort of leans into the, not just the concept of free will, but the fact that free will and destiny is manipulatable. Manipulatable. That's not a word. Wait. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Manipulate, but as a noun. Or no, as an adjective. Wait, is manipulatable a word? Maybe it is a word. I know, I'm psyching myself out here. Oh, we should fish in the ocean because we need to catch a horse mackerel, don't we, for that mission? Yeah, no, what else do you make wishes on? There's got to be other like weird things. Oh, eyelash, you know, that's common. When you get an eyelash on your finger, you in your eye, you like take it out with your finger. You're meant to like throw it over your shoulder or something. I can't remember. Make a wish. That was something that one of my friends back in primary school introduced to me. I remember. You can make wishes on dandelion clocks, whatever they're called, or puffs, weeds. I don't actually know what they're called. What is the seed part of a dandelion called? Well, not the dandelion seed. I mean, like the I think it's called the dandelion clock. I don't know if I just made it up in my head or if that's actually what it's called. You know, you get a big puff of that out and you spread the seeds, helping the germination process of the dandelion flower, an invasive weed species. Not invasive, but a weed. So, good job. They're always also really fun to kick, which I feel like is quite a common thing that people do. You got fleas, Vivian. Oh yeah, it's past April, of course. Fleas are back in season. Sorry, Vivian. Forgive me for being so rude. Forgive me. But I might drink a bit more than I should tonight. The fleas is an interesting concept because, like, a lot of all your animals in Animal Crossing can get fleas, which doesn't really make sense. How does a frog get fleas? It's not like... Well, actually, I was going to say, it's not like we've got fur for fleas to hide in, and my insinuation there is not that frogs have fur, which maybe some do, but that I just don't know about. But do fleas necessarily need fur to survive? I mean, I'm under the assumption that the answer is yes, but I guess I've never really looked it up. Just because it's got a strong association with dogs and cats maybe doesn't necessarily mean that they can't rarely be found on other animals without fur or feathers or something of that ilk. Which is an interesting thing to think about for about a second until you think, wow, I suppose this doesn't really have a large impact on me, but I don't know. Probably does for if you're a frog breeder out there or something similar. In any case, I wish you the best, and we bring it back full circle with the wishes all over again. I don't know. I feel like there's many more like bad luck things, but we don't call them like... Actually, no, there are good luck charms. What am I talking about? That's what the whole Lucky Charms cereal is about. Oh, you make wishes on a rainbow, I think? That one I'm not so sure about. Don't quote me on that. If you make a wish on a rainbow, it doesn't come true. Don't, sue me for, like, falsifying information, because I don't know if that's true. I've got a disclaimer at the beginning that everything I say is utter nonsense, so don't listen to me. But not always utter nonsense, So you can't do some, like, weird reverse sewing. Or you're like, oh... She said everything was nonsense, so I just thought she meant the opposite of whatever she said was true. No. Stop reading too much into this. I'm just trying to play some Animal Crossing here, okay? Anyway. Now we got that out of the way. I don't know, where was I going with this? Something about wishes. I feel like there's like insects you wish on, but I don't remember what insects you wish on. I feel like I'm missing out on so many a hot item. Interesting. Wishing opportunities, Think how many more wishes I could have had. I could have even wished for more wishes. Unless it subscribes to genie logic, in which case you can't wish for more wishes. You can't wish for someone to love you. You can't wish to bring someone back from the dead. According to the genie from Aladdin. And his 3 wishes. Sorry, his 3 rules. Rule 1, you gotta have fun. Rule number 2. I can't remember how the song goes. It's hard to be a heartbreaker. What should we customize? We can customize our watering can and either fishing rod or bug net, probably. Let's do bug net, because I think we did bug net. Caught bugs more recently, yesterday at least. What else can you wish on? When you wish upon a star. See, that's the most common one. There's even a song about it. From Jiminy Cricket? Is that where it's from? It's been a while. Can't even remember. There's got to be other things. Like, why don't you just start wishing on weird things? Be like, oh, I wish whenever it rains. Choose a raindrop and wish on it. I guess that kind of overlaps with rainbows, doesn't it? Which I only really think I know that you wish on is because of my Lucky Charms. That's one of the things. Shooting star. Did we also have unicorns and Lucky Charms? I'm just trying to think of my Lucky Charms knowledge so we can see what we can wish on. Horseshoes. I mean, that's just, wait, hold on. Now think about it. Those are Lucky Charms, and they're not like wishing paraphernalia. Completely different things. But I suppose that's But there's a bit of an overlap there, isn't it? Wishing upon something and then... let's not sell that yet. Them also being a lucky charm. Rabbit's feet. You don't really wish on rabbit's feet, I suppose. Well, I mean, I guess a lamp. It's not like very often you see one of those genie lamps. Which now I think about it, you know the genie lamps, they're presumably based off like an actual lamp or something in real life, you know, from presumably Arabic culture or somewhere in that vicinity. Do they have an actual like use? Are they like actually teapots or something? Which people are just now believe, or not now believe, more like superstition goes that they've got genies inside them if you find like some super rare one. I don't know. Anyway, that's sort of a classic. Rub the lamp, get a genie, 3 wishes for you right there. Gotta be careful how you word them, could be quite a malicious genie. And if it is, lawyer up. Get your affairs in order so you can get the proper wish you absolutely want. And you can probably like stack a load of clauses on top of each other or whatever to get like more wishes out of more wishes. More bang for your buck, as they might say. Sorry, just clicking my back, my posture. Sit up straight. And knock on wood. What's irrelevant about, you might ask? Don't know. Ah, we should check what a hot item is. Coconuts, plant. I guess we can plant some flowers. That is a hot item. Bird bath, a bed. I guess bird bath is possible. I don't recall what we need to make. I think it's just stone, from what I remember. Yeah, just stone. We can sell a bird bath. Sell a bird bath. What else can we do? Okay, make 3 bird baths. Change clothes. Plant, sell flowers. Catch insects we see along the way. Okay, perfect. We should also go see Sahara so we can turn in these tickets again. I swear there's an insect you're meant to wish on, but I can't think what it is off the top of my head, and I don't know if I'm just going crazy and making it up or not. You want a striped tank? Sure, I'll take a striped tank, why not? I don't know what insect it is. What insect is considered lucky? I don't know if many animals are even considered lucky apart from like a rabbit's foot, but you know, that's just a particular part of a rabbit rather than, you know, the entirety of it. Even then, there you are, Sahara. Let's make a trade. So I need to have a sip of water. I'll take wallpaper. Do you think the different things you wish on have like different wish efficacy? You know, some of them are much more efficient or better, or can grant better wishes than others. That'd be interesting. I'd love to. I'm trying to now imagine a world basically where any form of it, like wishing like can now come true. Like Fairly Odd Parents are real or something and apply to everyone. One, that's a terrible world to live in because, you know, all it takes is one bad person and you kind of ruin it for everyone. You can just be like, oh, you can wish for no one to ever be able to make a wish again, and then it's like, oh, I can't believe you ruined it for everyone. Everyone could just have a good life. Ooh, it's gonna be the good life. It's gonna be the good life. It's gonna be the good life. The good life. I think that's a song. Possibly. How much stone, clay and iron we got? We got way more than enough. We can just tell these, just make 3 bird baths. A bird bath. Get it? It's like bird brain, but like with a bird bath. You probably didn't get it because, you know, it was just that high level a joke. And also it was terrible. What else can you make wishes on? Is there a food item you make a wish on? Apart from a wishbone. I mean, you don't really eat a wishbone. I mean, at the most maybe you can get some tiny amount of bone marrow from it, but I gotta say there's probably better sources of that than a wishbone. But nonetheless, if that's what you want, don't let me stop you. Oh yes, that's also change your outfit. If I change your outfit, it's more like take off a hairpin, open the cupboard and put it back on. Which you might say, that doesn't really make much sense in World of Animal Crossing. Well, you know, Animal Crossing, sometimes it just do be wild like that. If black cats are unlucky, why aren't white cats lucky? That's my question. Like, why don't you, like, make a wish and, like, you, like, bring out a good luck charm or something to ward away a black cat, but then for a white cat, you don't, like, I don't know, make a wish on it or something. White cats is too common, or whatever, I suppose. I don't even know if that's true. I feel like I see more black cats than white cats. But I might be misjudging that. Can't say for certain, to be honest. It's a little bit hazy in my mind. Like an echo, echo, echo in my mind. Is that a lucky fish? That's probably a lucky fish. What, I don't know. What else can you wish on? Should we make something up that you can wish on? Why don't you make a wish every time? What's it like somewhat rare occurrence? Like not something you see every day, what you see sometimes. Sound like the same rarity of a rainbow. Oh, what about, you know, lucky penny? You see a lucky, pick it up. Oh, wishing well! How can I forget about wishing well? That's like #1 wishing thing. That might even be more than wishing upon a star. Okay, that's actually a good question. This is like a pointless a quiz show question. Not pointless as in no reason for it. Like you should just get like ask a load of people like, what do you make a wish on? Name or family fortunes. That's probably a better one than pointless. Now I think about it. We asked 100 people, what can you make a wish on? Bzz, a star. Let's see if it's on the board. It's a top answer. A wishing well. Okay, I would own it. I bet it now. It's probably already been asked. Okay, #1, star. #2, wishing well. #3, birthday candles. #4, wishbone. #5, rainbow. How many more are there? I don't know. This is my own hypothetical scenario, so I guess I can choose how many there would be. #6. I don't know. I'm out at #6, to be honest. Despite the fact I talked about it non-stop for half an hour. There's certainly things to wish on. Like, I'm even not sure what a rainbow is. I don't know what a rainbow is. That's not what I meant. Like if rainbow would be on there. I mean, I know what a rainbow is. Don't worry. If anyone like something reflects off water droplets in the atmosphere. Did that answer your question? Well, it's a double rainbow. Now I think about it. But just like, you know, take that and halve it, and you'll get a single rainbow. Craft things. We're not gonna craft things. Okay. Of these, we can plant flowers and water some flowers. I think those are basically the only ones we can do within time. Time? Sorry. I don't know why I'm doing it like a Finding Nemo seagull impression. Time? Doesn't really make much sense, does it? There's gotta be something else you make a wish on. Hurricanes. Oh, what about solar eclipse, you know? Just a big old wishing festival. Why isn't there a wishing festival? I mean, I guess that's kind of like what a star shower festival is, but that's not really a thing. That's more like a whim of of Mother Nature herself. Whether she decides to bless us with meteor showers or not. It's got 3 red cosmoses. Pick them up. Plant them down. And if anything, this is actually technically helping us for that permanent Nook Mile mission instead of a Nook Mile Plus missions. Which I just realised I got the same naming convention that Nintendo do with their consoles. Nook Mile and Nook Mile Plus. What's the other one we've got to do? Water some flowers. We can water some Jacob's ladders, probably. What's that? Crawfish? Can't bother to run up to the pond. Do you think we're going to reach 100,000 Nook Mile tickets and Nook Mile points before we get someone moving out and we actually have to use them? Oh, it's going to take so long to print them all out, I just realised. Oh well, what can you really do? I mean, if no one moves out, no one moves out. Oh, we didn't find the person who's crafting today. We should probably do that, just in case, you know. There's still a decent chance that they give us a recipe that we haven't found. Does that seem right to me? Shooting star. Actually, now that I think about it more, I'm not sure wishing well would even be #2. Because even though it's in the name, I feel like people won't think of it. Because it's such like an old-timey thing, isn't it? Well, shooting stars and birthday cakes have lived on to this age. Alright, well, you're just reading. Let me not distract you. Oh yeah, I forget you get confused if I just enter and leave. Rainbow? I don't even know if I'm convinced on rainbow either. Is Audie's not in? Rowan is in, but was not crafting. Bruce is not in. Lily is not in. Amelia might be in. Flip is not in. Well, he's in now, but he's not going to be crafting because he was just in at Nooks. So it's either Amelia Raymond or Vivian. Who's crafting right now? Could be Amelia. Could be baby. Wait. Well, well, well. A golden seat? Come on, Amelia. We already know how to make this. Sure do. We'll take it anyway. And then just sell it. I would recycle it, but the recycle bin's gone. Instead, it's just a trash heap. Trash pile. Anyway, yeah, should we... Oh, an eyelash. That's probably on there. That might be above rainbow. I don't actually know. Maybe that's just... I'm going to go look it up. Family fortunes. Name something you wish on. A shooting star. A shooting star. It's a good answer. Let's see if it's on the board. I can make a great Family Fortunes host, apparently. That's a distinct lie. I would probably be terrible. But anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Links down below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. Oh, I should have said, I wish we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now. Ah, missed opportunity.